Actually, the cooperation between Michel and me started outside of Studia Dan. We were working in a sextet, which is called Time Art, which includes some German musicians and another French musician, and Leo, my brother, who's playing in Studio Dan too. So we got to know each other 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that.
In Germany. It's an ensemble based in Germany.
And we worked within this cooperation. I think like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, well, and working with Michel was as inspiring for me to ask him if he would like to be part of a project where we bring together these two things of improvised and composed music. The overall structure is composed, so the order of when we play written music and when we have improvised parts is more or less fixed. But within the open spaces and the improvised parts, well, there's not everything predefined, but it's much more predefined than in a free improvised setting.
In this particular piece, I'm not improvising alone. Most of the time I'm connected with electronics from Leo Riegler, or at one point with the orchestra. The orchestra play a kind of background, rhythmical background, and there is also the electronics. So I can escape from the idea of being a soloist directly, because I have always a partner, and that saved my life, I have to say. Improvisation for me is to be open to the in the time and in the space where we are. I mean, try really to be connected and focus on the time. So it's not about inspiration. This is really a process. You work on this process. You work hardly to be able to be here and now and accept what's happened. Because inspiration, for me, it's always something like ideas or what you do is coming from outside. Never. It's the result of work.
From the point of view of the audience, it's a very nice experience to be really in the middle of the ensemble, I think. Whenever I am playing in an ensemble, I'm not only conducting, I'm also playing trombone. I always enjoy the privilege to sit in the middle of other musicians and a very special position. And so for me it was nice to bring in that idea for an audience who does not have this privilege normally. So this is the one thing. The other thing is that it is interesting to work with this space, or wider space, than what a normal stage provides. It's very often limited that you can put things in space, and so to open up and use all the space in a room like this, it's very inspiring, I think. going to continue, but there's nothing fixed at the moment. We will see what's happening. We had a very nice recording session right now here, which is really great that this worked out. So I think we will definitely have something like a CD, or I don't know, maybe a web release, or I don't know what we can do. I love this place, really. I needed to come here again. And it's really true, and everybody else from the ensemble, and I think also Michel, it's so nice to be here, space-wise, also the people who are, you and everybody who's working here. This is a very, very special place, and I hope it's done it forever.